Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Paul, and on this channel I like to cover things that I'm curious about. So anything that I have already researched or looked into, I like to go ahead and share on this channel. Now, with today's video, one of the things I want to talk to you guys about, which I've been wanting to for a while, but today was a good day for it because it happened. But it was, or it is, what do you do when nothing goes as you planned that day? So today was what I would say was not a productive day. I did a lot of things. I had class for 3 hours. I worked out, but then I had a friends like little get together thing tonight for I don't know about like 6 hours or so. And so a lot of the things that I normally do in a day, I didn't get done. Now, here's what I want to talk to you about for those who write out lists and those who have those lists tied to various goals. I think one of the worst things that you can do, which I'm going to put this in context of what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I think one of the worst things that you can do is try and make up for that previous day. And here's what I mean. So one of my standards that I have for myself is I have to read at least 100 pages a day. It doesn't have to be out of one book, but as long as I get 100 pages, it could be across 2 books, 3 books, it doesn't matter. But I know if I can get 100 pages a day, that's going to be fine for me. That's going to work out. It ties to my goals. It's actually a little bit underneath, but regardless. And so one of the worst things that I know that I can do is be like, oh, because I missed the 100 pages today, I got to read 200 tomorrow. No. It doesn't work like that. People try and do the same thing with calls that they missed or workouts or whatever. It's like, okay, I'll double up on my workout tomorrow. Or, I missed my standard of 50 calls today, so I got to do, however many more that I missed and whatnot tomorrow. Here's why I don't like that idea. It often leads to burnout, and I just don't think it ends up working out. So here's the two things that I do. One, if it truly is something that I think I can make up, like let's say it was only in one category, what I will do is I will actually space whatever I missed out over the week. Meaning, so like let's use the reading for example. And so today I didn't get my 100 pages in. What I may do is say, hey, next week, instead of 100 pages a day for seven days, maybe I'll say I'll do 800 pages, but I still divide it by the 7 days. So, one day I might read like 120, another day 150, another day 125, and then like 105, something along those lines. Maybe I will do it like that. Again, maybe. Other than that, sometimes you just got to call it a loss and continue with habits as normal. And I think that's actually a very, very smart thing to do for the reason of not getting bogged down the next day, because your standards are standards. And I hope that at least you're challenging yourself with your standards. And so if you are, but you wake up in the morning knowing that you got to double the amount of work because you missed a whole day, well, then your brain goes, this doesn't really make sense because a whole day of my standards is quite a bit. Now I'm supposed to double the output on everything for a whole day. I don't really think so. And so at least this has been my experience. It doesn't go well in my head. That's why if I do ever choose to make up for what I missed, I have to average it out over a 7-day period, or even a little bit longer than that, because with the way that I have my standards set up, so I guess this is a good point in the self-reflection part of this video, to see like where your standards are, but like where my standards are, it's, it makes for a pretty full day. Like it doesn't leave like a lot of spare room per se. So I'm definitely trying to push myself in the day to day, and it's even do like a workout with this. If you normally do like intense 45 or 60-minute workouts, it actually makes no sense to try and do an hour and a half or hour 45 or even 2-hour workout to try and make up. It just doesn't work like that. So anyways, yeah, I wanted to share this. I've kind of had this idea in my head for a while, but today it just turns out that due to various events going on, that today was that day for me, and so I figured it would be a good opportunity to be able to share something like this on like what I do on days like today. So if that helped at all, let me know down in the comments below. If you completely disagree with me and you're like, nope, I absolutely think you should double up on whatever you missed, again, I want to hear your thoughts on that. I want to hear your reasoning on that. And if it works for you, I'm genuinely curious. So other than that, I will see you guys on the next video.